Hey everybody, thank you guys so much for coming back. So the word of the day is to be right, you have to check yourself even when you're wrong. To be right, you have to check yourself even when you're wrong. Let's hop into it. All right, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I really, really, really appreciate you guys for having and chilling with me. And if you guys enjoy the messages, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, even share if needed. If somebody else needed right now, and the message resonate with you at this time. So, yes. But let's hop into it. So I read Matthew chapter 25, and the subcategories are the parable of the 10 virgins, the parable of the talents, and the final judgment. So I'm just going to touch each parable. I'm literally going to touch them. So the parable of the 10 virgins are, it was 10 young ladies. Five had oil for their lamps. The other five didn't. And the ones that didn't have enough oil asked the other ones for oil, and they didn't give it to them. But they was like, since y'all oil's about to go out, let me go ahead and let you guys go in, because they was on their way to the groom, to the bridegrooms. And so they sent them in, and those five that they sent in, they weren't able to get whatever it was they wanted to get, as far as, like, I guess, a good night. I'm just gonna say it like that. And yeah, so that didn't go as planned. And the other five that was waiting outside was just waiting outside, just like, okay, yep, all right. And that's that. If you want to read more, obviously go to Matthew 25. Now, the parable of the talents. So it was a master that had given 3 gentlemen talents. So one had 10 talents, one had 2 talents, one had 1 talent. And the one that had 10 talent, basically, long story short, both of the ones that had the 10 talents and 2 talents, they had doubled it. Okay? So they went on ahead and got the master had got his investments and whatever. But the one that didn't have, that only had 1, he went and took the money with the talent that he had and just put the money somewhere. He just like dug a hole and put the money down. So when the master asked them, like, okay, so, what you guys got? Like, what's up? So the one that had the 10 talents was like, okay, here we go, I doubled it. The one that had the 2 talents was like, here, I doubled it. The one that had the 1 talent was like, well, I didn't know, like, how I was gonna do this. So yeah, here you go. I just gave your stuff back. The master was upset because he didn't take what he invested in, which was the 1 talent. Like, he was supposed to take his talent, his skill, his whatever, and do what it was that he was supposed to do. And that was that one. And the final judgment. So with the final judgment, it was like I'm trying to just sum it up. You see, I'm trying to talk so I can just sum it all up. So with the final judgment, it was more so like, if you treated people like people and you didn't ignore people like that were going through it, people that didn't have, like, I don't know how to put it, so I'm just trying to sum it up so you guys can understand. So if, like, you see people on the street, you gave them money without recording. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had a friend that was locked up or something like that, and you just wrote them, just things like that, like little things. Show your humility and humanity, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. You will have eternal life and things like that. But if you see your neighbor, or you see somebody struggling, and you just continue to walk and do this and do that, if you don't have the means to help, then you don't have the means to help. But if you have the means to help and you still walk by, that right there is how to put what the words is. And these will go away into eternal punishment. That's what it say. Those are the exact words. That is Matthew 25, verse 46. Yep, and these will go away into eternal punishment, but the righteous into eternal life. So just continue to treat people how you want to be treated. Long story short, and in relations to today, y'all see somebody, in need and need help. You know what I'm saying? Help them. But if you rocking with an individual, friend, family, foe, pet, whatever, and you see that, like how the parable of the 10 virgins went, like 5 had oil for their wicks because they knew that they were traveling, so they needed some oil. So you with a person, say y'all went out of town, and they ain't got no money, but y'all friends, y'all cool. It's like, oh, okay, I got you. But it's different if they keep doing the same thing every time. Like, it's different. That's different. But don't judge them or knock them or nothing like that. Like, help them if they need help, or let them do their thing, how they do their thing. If they can't afford, the lobster, steak, whatever, then let them just do them. Don't talk about them. Don't bash them. You know what I'm saying? They have what they have, and you have what you have. If you're their friend, be a friend, So, yeah, that's kind of me just kind of summing it all up. Like, I'm trying to sum up all of the parts so you guys can understand it. And I just want you guys to understand that with the parable of the talents, we are all gifted with talents, skills. You may not think you have a talent. You may not think you're talented in something. You know how to write, you know how to draw, you know how to color, you know how to speak, you know how to walk, you know how to dance, you know how to play music, you know how to make music. Those are talents, those are gifts, those are things that you can utilize, things that you can make, things that you can create, things that you can bring to surface so that other people can see you, feel you, hear you. You know what I'm saying? Take what God has already blessed you with. And I say blessed because it's a blessing. Some people can't do it. Some people choose not to. But take the talents that God has already blessed you with and multiply it. You kind of see my talents. Like, I got, well, there's only a few, but but yeah, like I do a lot. I do a lot. I have a business background, but I got certificates and things and other stuff. But yes, like I am very grateful and appreciative of everything that I have. It may not look like much to some, but it's a lot to me, and I'm still working on getting better. This is only the beginning. So yeah, don't think that what you're doing and what you have isn't enough, because you were gifted and you were giving to others. You were gifted this talent for a reason. You know what I mean? So utilize what you have and take that to a whole nother level. All right? You guys got it. Again, if you need confirmation, this your confirmation. If you need motivation to be right, you have to check yourself. Even when you're wrong. Sometimes you got to be confidently wrong. Sometimes you got to be confidently right. Like, we not always right as people. We're human. We make mistakes. So, all right, you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for rocking, vibing, chilling with me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.